Hello, sir. How are you?
Yes, you're in Paris. Lucky you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, e-payments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's get busy. 5 participants. We're not going to far today, huh? Well, let's see. Who do we have? Who do we have? Deepa. Deepa Solanki. We have Faizan. There you go. We have Arpit. Arpit. Arpit.
Yes, sir.
Arpit. Why is it Arpit? There we go. Krupa. 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 Meshwa. 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 Meshwa.
Yes, sir.
Mugrank.
Present, sir.
Yes. Let me put your name where it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard for me? Ah, good. Here you go, Sahil.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good. And yourself?
Yeah, very good.
Satyam. Did I put yes before? Satyam, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Deepa Vani. Vani. Vani.
Present, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Said, Satyam, Sukhjit. Ching. There you go. All right. Perfect. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 10. That's not a full class, but we'll see. Okay. Welcome. How was your week? How did it go? Faizan, Bani, Mugrang, Sahil, Krupa, Sripal, how about the little video? Can I see you? Are you alive?
Hi, sir.
All right. Or is somebody turn on your computer at your place and you're
Professor, I will turn on my camera in 5 minutes.
all right. And Sahil? There you go. Now I feel better. I feel useful. Okay. All right. So 3 things today. I gave you a homework last week, right? There were 3 teams. One was supposed to look at the publicity with Facebook, the other one publicity with LinkedIn, and the third one publicity with Google, and just give us a little bit how it works. So we would gain from that, right? So we'll start, that will be the first part we're going to do. So each team leader from each group will tell us how they did the work, and they'll show us the result. Yes. Then we'll see where we have the time for this. Today we have to talk about culture consideration. We've already talked about this many times, but it will be a short refresher in terms of time. There's only like 7 slides to go through. It'll be very fast, a few minutes. But we already did the exercise with that, so we should be able to go quickly. We're gonna briefly also talk about e-payments, Square, PayPal, whatever. And then we're going to create the teams for the semester. The teams that will be used till the end of the session, okay? Anybody has any objections about this? Raise your hand.
No, sir.
No objections, so we have a consensus, we can move on. All right. So who was to look at Facebook advertisement? All right, so Deepa,
Yes, sir.
you're the team leader, right?
Yes, sir.
So we listen to you. Who was in your team?
Yes, sir.
Who was in your team? Can your teammate raise their hands? Deepa's teammate, okay. Who else? Me. Mugrang, that's
Deepa,
two,
me,
3.
Mrugang, Keval, Sahil,
Me.
Prince.
Okay, very good. So let's hear it. Talk to
Yeah,
us.
so our topic was Facebook, how to do Facebook advertisement. So I have searched about it, and there were mainly 5 reasons to do Facebook advertising. It is highly effective. It is simple. It is based on simple setup process and fast result. You can reach your ideal audience. Yeah, you can reach easily to your target audience, and Facebook advertisement are highly customizable. So you can customize it in your way, new and updated features every month. So they are adding new and updated features every month on Facebook advertising. So first of all, a person who wants to do Facebook advertising, they have to first of all they have to manage. They have to first open business manager account. So in their current Facebook account, there is one option for business manager. So go to business manager setting, and after that they have to select add account, so they can add a Facebook advertisement account in that. After that the window will be open in three different option. It will be select access to a page, create new page, or claim a page. So after that they have to add their current Facebook ID or the link of their Facebook ID in that claim ad page account. So that this will be the process for creating ad Facebook page. And after that a person can focus on different uh, target audience. They will have option of location wise, demographic wise, gender wise. They can select any target among them. Then they will have different type of campaign option. So with the help of camping advertising, they can select a particular type of Facebook users, so they can do campaign with their with that type of audience.
Okay.
There are limitations also. So a person can manage only 25 advertisement account, and they have a limit up to 25 users. So that will be the limitations of Facebook advertising.
Good. So anybody else want to add something? Okay. All right. Any questions? Deepa, do you have something? Deepa, do you have something to show us? Because you
Yes, sir.
talk, talk.
I have.
I'm not sure that everybody listen
Okay.
because some of us are visual, some of us listen to sound, some of us needs to see something, and some of us needs to discuss so they learn. So you only talk. I don't know if they understood clearly. So any visual you want to share?
Sir, I have one video to show. So just a minute.
What's up, guys? Jordan here. Today we're going to be going.
Can I show one video?
We wish.
Yes. Just a minute.
So, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a request. I have my pre-wedding ritual today. So, can I just go like? Can I just miss this class? I'm gonna write an email to you regarding this thing.
Very good. No problem. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
I should put that on. Okay. So, Deepa, we're watching.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush.
Sorry, sir.
Quick question. How do you go from sitting in traffic
Audio, Deepa, audio. On the share screen, when you open it up at the bottom, you have to click for better visual with video and sound for video. Deepa, there's no sound.
Sir, I'm trying to turn on sound, but I don't know how to operate actually. Just a minute.
Store. A photo of one of the new ring designs will likely be better, for example, than a photo of your storefront. Your text should be short, simple, and catchy. Your third step.
Sir, I will send the link to you. I don't know how to turn on sound, that's why.
Just put it in the chat.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sorry, sir. Sir, I will put this video in group.
Just the link. Just the link. Where did you send the link? Is it in the chat? The chat. You know, there's a chat at the bottom. Open the chat, put the link, facebook.com/whatever.
I have also same link. Can I share?
Yeah, please,
sir.
anyone.
I will try. It is audible.
No, we don't hear it. When you want to share a video, when you open first share screen, at the bottom, there's two little things to click. So you can optimize the video and optimize the sound of the video. So stop sharing your screen.
Okay, sir.
Okay, stop. Then click share screen again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now at the bottom left, you can click share computer sound and then share optimize screen sharing for video clip. Then you share your thing.
Sir, Deepa send the link in the chat.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, sir.
No problem. Oh.
Hey there, it's Marika, and I'm here to tell you about the 5 simple steps you can take to create an ad for your business on Facebook. Facebook ads are designed to help you achieve business goals and connect with customers. You can spend whatever fits your budget and even get specific about which people you reach. Ready to start? Open your business page from your computer and click the blue button on the lower left. Then choose what you want your ad to help you do. Let's say you're a jeweler and you want to get more people to check out the latest ring designs on your website. You'd pick Get More Website Visitors. Next, add images and text for your ad. Facebook might suggest an image and text, but feel free to change them. For your jewelry store, a photo of one of the new ring designs would likely be better, for example, than a photo of your storefront. Your text should be short, simple, and catchy. Your third step is to create your audience. In other words, tell Facebook who you want to reach. People between the ages of 18 and 40 who were recently engaged might make a good audience for those new ring designs. You can add those details and many more. If you have a physical store, maybe you'll want to get in touch with people within 10 miles of your location. If your business is more online oriented, maybe you'll want to reach out to a wider audience like a whole city. It's up to you. Your next step is your budget. With Facebook ads, even a modest budget can go a long way. Tell Facebook how long you want your ad to run and how much you'd like to spend. You'll never be charged more than the budget you choose, and you can even see an estimate of how many people your ad may reach. Then, pick how you want to pay. Once you complete your ad, it'll go through a review process to check that it doesn't violate any of our ad policies. If it's approved, it should start running right away. Once you see how your ad is performing, If you're not happy with the results, you may be able to edit or pause it. Facebook ads are designed to help you reach business goals and connect with customers. They're quick to create and easy to change. Pick what you pay and get in touch with new potential customers quickly and easily. And for more on how Facebook ads can help your business, keep learning.
Wow. That was simple enough. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Deepa, for sharing that video. Now we understand a bit more clearly about Facebook ads. Any questions from all of you regarding Facebook ads? I know you're not going to ask questions. Yes,
I have a question, sir.
yes. Ask. You're asking Deepa the questions, not me. Deepa's the specialist. Deepa, you have a question. Harpreet, go ahead.
Yeah, while you selling on Facebook, can you hold your advertisement for like a month or something?
Nowadays, Facebook is used by most of all the people, all age people, young people, older people, and every kind of aged people use nowadays Facebook. So, in my way, it is very easy and easy platform to reach every customers. You can find your targeted audience on Facebook. So it is more easy, effective platform for as compared to other.
Does that answer your question, Harpreet?
Yes, sir.
It does. Okay. So everybody understands how it works? I know you're not going to answer. So if I put a question in the exam, the intro exam, if I ask, you know, a question about Facebook ads, you will all be able to answer. Am I right?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
By end of this class, is we going to check which is more effective? Is it advertisement on Facebook, Google, or something?
Well, it's already in the chat. It was put in the chat, the link.
Okay.
So you can have a look at it, no problem. Okay? That's why I asked for a presentation and something that we can look at so we can share it. A video is good for me. That is perfect. Short, clear, give us a good idea. Excellent. Thank you, Deepa and her team.
Okay, sir.
Now, who was in charge of LinkedIn advertisement? Who was in charge of LinkedIn advertisement last week? What did we do last week? We did Facebook. We did Google AdWords. And we did what?
LinkedIn.
So who was in charge of LinkedIn? Who's that team?
Me, Meswa, Janvi.
Good. So let's hear it.
Meswa gonna okay. Meswa gonna describe, but for the brief, like LinkedIn is like the same as a Facebook ad, which we sold early. Facebook is like more like a social, where people from all age group and professional as well as the social, like social person also shows the Facebook. But LinkedIn is more professional. So if we are planning to add something in the LinkedIn, it should be professional. Like it should be like business to business, not business to direct consumer. Not is like not FMCG, fast moving. It should be industrial or more like industrial products. It's the same. Yes, sir.
Would it be good to do for our wine?
most probably Vine should be preferred for the Facebook, because LinkedIn is also good source, but we have a very limited audience for this, because like we are planning to export from France to India, so we just need to more focus on the like distributors and the manufacturers. So it's like the same as a Facebook. We could adjust the audience, like or we can also adjust the location of the of where our advertise will show.
Okay, anything to show us?
Yeah, like we have the same. Wait. Yeah, I just say you the.
You send me the link. I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but like I'll try. Like wait, I'll try.
It's okay. No, yeah, I would like you to try. If it doesn't work, I'll do it. But you could try.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll. So computer sound. Okay. So computer sound. Yeah.
With LinkedIn Pages,
Is it good?
organizations can create a hub of information about its business, career opportunities, products, and services. In this video, we'll show you how to optimize your LinkedIn page to better grow and engage your audience. Completely filled out LinkedIn pages perform quite well in search results, so take the time to fill out all the fields. Include a description with relevant keywords, website, contact details, specialities, and location. All of these will boost your page's discoverability online. Then, add up to 3 hashtags you want associated with your business. When chosen well, hashtags can aid in discoverability and community engagement. Consider your brand's hashtag, what your competitors would use, and also what your target audience would search to find your services or use in their own posts. LinkedIn pages can then click their hashtags to see associated feeds. While your brand hashtag should remain the same, it's best to update the other associated hashtags occasionally to support relevant campaign activity. On your main page, add a custom call to action button. Athene Suites would use the Visit Website button to drive traffic to its bookings page, or the Learn More button during a hiring push. Whichever website you're driving traffic to, ensure it's ready to receive visitors. And if you need to measure the traffic being generated by the specific link, be sure to add a UTM parameter for accurate tracking. Under Manage Languages, LinkedIn lets you display your company name and description in more than 20 languages, which is useful for organizations operating globally or with a global customer base. Note that the new information won't be auto-translated. Fields need to be filled in the desired language. Expand your page's following even further by urging your employees to connect their profiles to your page in their current job descriptions. This tactic will better surface your organization to your employees' professional networks, which can be especially helpful for recruiting new employees. If talent acquisition is important to your company and budget permits, add a careers page to give potential employees a customized look into your company culture via videos and images, employee testimonials, and tailored content. You can also create targeted job recommendations, ensuring that the role is surfaced to the candidates with the most relevant qualifications.
Nice. Okay. But that was not really about.
I just want to add for the LinkedIn that LinkedIn is more into the professional way, as Facebook is not considered to be as professional. But if we go on LinkedIn, if we do marketing on LinkedIn about like our business, a startup, then it's more professional. Because nowadays we all are into the LinkedIn, the youngsters who want to start a business, who want a startup and already like have a great business. So it's more into the professional side.
So if I understand well, If you want to talk to the young people drinking wine in India, you would go Facebook. And if you want to talk to the professional wine distributors in India, you would go LinkedIn.
Yes, to be on a serious note for on the LinkedIn.
Okay. You have this was how to maximize the corporation page, LinkedIn page, but not so much as had to do the advertisement. Do you have something on advertisement? I do. I have something. Okay, so let's spend a few minutes and listen to this. So we have this. This is useful. This is what we're going to do for the next coming weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look about this. Hold on. There we go. Share screen.
Social media platform for content distribution, making it invaluable as a B2B ad platform. We know that social media ads are the most effective when a business specifically targets where their buyers are already at online. For over 600 million professionals, that's LinkedIn. Whether you've dabbled in LinkedIn ads before or not, it's easy to see the value of boosting your own content and creating targeted promotions to reach a specific audience of LinkedIn members. In this video, we're going to give you some tips and tricks to help you prepare to run successful LinkedIn ads, including optimizing your business page, how to think about your buyer persona, how to use LinkedIn's audience targeting, how to use your LinkedIn Campaign Manager account, how to build a campaign, and how to develop a targeting strategy. You'll also hear tips from Ty Heath from LinkedIn's B2B Institute on how to reach the right members at the right time with the right content. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe so you can be one of the first to get the latest HubSpot Academy lessons here on YouTube. Ready to dive in? Okay, before you start creating ads, you need to establish your brand presence on LinkedIn.
One of the most important steps to get started as a small business on LinkedIn is to invest in yourself by making sure you have a strong LinkedIn profile. When people are looking for you after they've met you or they're looking for your products and services, oftentimes your name is the first thing that will show up in the search results. So you want to make sure that it's fully optimized and you're telling them about yourself and the business services that you offer. And I call that the conversation before the conversation, and it's an opportunity for them to get to know more about you.
Big businesses need to make sure they have a well-optimized business page too. Because Google ranks LinkedIn pages in search engines, optimizing your LinkedIn page should be a key piece of your marketing strategy, both for developing a paid strategy and for your overall marketing efforts. According to LinkedIn, pages with complete information receive 30% more views than those that are incomplete. Additionally, having a LinkedIn page is required if you want to set up ad campaigns. Make sure yours is well optimized before you create your first ad, meaning your page has the right logo and company overview, and that you've filled out your organization information. For a checklist on optimizing your LinkedIn page, check the comment section for the link. Before we move on to ads, let's talk content.
So as you're building your presence on LinkedIn off of the foundation of your company page, there are a couple different types of content that you can share to inspire your audience. One of them is corporate content. So people want to know what you're doing behind the scenes. This is where you have an opportunity to share the wins, to share what's going on with your employees. So make sure you make the connection and feature some of them. The other thing is thought leadership. So you want to think about what is the vision of your company and how are you helping your customers navigate those complex challenges? Then have experts within your business, including you, sharing about those solutions. And then finally, the last piece you want to share are having other people talk about you. So it's not just you saying how amazing you are, it's also about having your customers, having people that have worked with you say how awesome it was to work with you. So those are 3 things that you can share to start to build your presence on your company page.
The other thing is thought leadership. So you want to think about, what is the vision of your company? And how are you helping your customers navigate those complex challenges? Then have experts within your business, including you, sharing about those solutions. And finally, the last piece you want to share is having other people talk about you. So it's not just you saying how amazing you are. It's also about having your customers, having people that worked with you say how awesome it was to work with you. Those are 3 things that you can share to start to build your presence on your company page. Ty's definitely onto something. The LinkedIn and Edelman 2020 B2B Thought Leadership Impact Study showed that 88% of decision makers believe that thought leadership improves their perception of a company, and 86% feel that leadership affects how much they trust an organization. Okay, next, let's learn how to create a target audience and build your organic following. When it comes to generating leads from your LinkedIn ads and developing a LinkedIn strategy overall, it helps to have an idea who your target audience is. The first step is figuring out who your buyer persona is, a fictionalized, generalized representation of your ideal customer. If you haven't created a buyer persona before, check out the links in the video description for resources, including the HubSpot Buyer Persona Creation Tool, which is free. Honing in on your target audience will help you tailor your content strategy towards the right people using LinkedIn's targeting features, which we'll talk more about later. In order to build a following and effectively get users to engage and be interested in your content on LinkedIn, you have to provide users with new, relevant, helpful content and change up the formats, which means adding variety to the content that's being promoted. But building a following doesn't happen overnight. If you're just starting out on LinkedIn, consider holding off on ads like sponsored content until you're completed and satisfied with your company page. Once your posts resonate with your audience, you can leverage your best performing organic content for paid ads. If your LinkedIn page or showcase page doesn't have as much content or followers, and a member visits your page after seeing one of your ads, they're less likely to trust your brand.
So sometimes businesses are looking for a magic bullet on LinkedIn. But when it comes down, let me keep it real with you folks. There are some really basic things that I think business owners could be doing that we're not doing enough. One of those things is just posting. Just posting on LinkedIn more often, sharing a little bit more about what's going on, your thought leadership, what's happening within your company, making sure that you're using hashtags to amplify those things, making sure you're tagging people appropriately. It's not just about getting likes on that content, it's about driving a conversation. The other place to invest is to write an article. So many people don't know this, but there is a blog engine inside of LinkedIn that you can leverage. So that conference you spoke at, that book that you're planning to write, that paper you already wrote, that is a great place for you to start to express your expertise. When people, again, search for your name, they can then dive into that article and learn more deeply about your credibility and about your expertise, and know confidently that you can solve their problems. But they can't get that unless you're in conversation with them and sharing that information.
If you're just starting out and need some tips on how to build your organic LinkedIn following, check out the checklist provided in this video's description. It's also important preparation to think carefully about who you're advertising to and how you can maximize the budget that you have. When you do create your first ad, you'll have to set up your target audience a bid. So it's a good thing to have a handle on what those are and what to choose. The first step is to create or log into your Campaign Manager account. When creating LinkedIn ads, you'll use the LinkedIn Marketing Solutions platform, which is separate from the LinkedIn account you use day to day. If it's your first time using the ad platform, you'll need to create a Campaign Manager account. Using Campaign Manager, you can set up ad accounts, manage and run campaigns, control your ad budget, monitor your ad performance, then determine a campaign objective. You can choose from 3 objective-based campaigns for your LinkedIn ad: awareness, consideration, and conversion. One user reported that his new objective-based campaigns generated 300% more conversions than standard bidding. These objective-based campaigns only bill you based on the desired objective. For example, if you are running a conversion campaign, you'll only be charged for clicks, not impressions. Let's walk through these types of campaigns. Awareness, brand awareness. These campaigns charge by impressions, cost per thousand, or CPM. These are ideal for high-level brand building and prospecting. Consideration, website visits, engagement, and video views. These campaigns are straightforward and will be priced based on desired action. These are helpful for clicks to your website, engagement with content, social sharing, getting more company followers, or getting folks to watch a promotional video. Conversion, lead generation, website conversions, and job applicants. The conversion objective takes it one step further and optimizes for an action on your website. These campaigns are ideal for generating leads and offer lead gen forms, getting downloads of content like white papers or templates on your website, or driving applicants to a job posting. Next, you need to develop a targeting strategy. LinkedIn is incredibly valuable for lead generation, mostly because it's a professional network, making it easy for B2B marketers to leverage professional targeting to their advantage. That's why 80% of B2B leads generated from social media come from LinkedIn. Since LinkedIn is designed to help people network, there's a lot of information and data already built into the tool. This helps you target a specific niche, saving you money on ads by only sending them to the right people. Identifying a target audience for LinkedIn ads. When you first sit down to create a target audience for your ads, think first of your buyer persona. Who is your ideal customer and where do they live online? What types of content do they read? LinkedIn allows you to create your own specific audience. Use an audience template for groups like doctors, event planners, or college graduates, or use LinkedIn's audience expansion, lookalike audience, or matched audience tools to expand your audience based on your own list. Let's go over this. When creating your own LinkedIn ad audience, you can choose from several targeting options, including location, company information, demographics, education, job experience, and interests. Hone in on an audience by combining targeting features. To effectively target your content, steer clear of promoting content to every marketer or every other job function worldwide. Instead, make sure you're combining targeting features, such as geographic region, company size, and seniority level or geography, industry, and job title to maximize the results. Using LinkedIn ads to generate leads is both a short-term and long-term game. In the short term, using ads helps you cast a wide net and gets your content in front of new eyes. But in the long term, it takes testing, analysis, and new content to figure out how to consistently reach new audiences and generate leads. Make sure you're always monitoring and analyzing every piece of content or test you run to continue improving your LinkedIn ad strategy in the future. One last thing before we dive into creating LinkedIn ads. Let's review how budgeting and bidding on LinkedIn work and how to make the most out of your LinkedIn ads budget. The ways you can pay for LinkedIn ads are cost per click, CPC, pay when someone clicks on your ad, cost per 1,000 impressions, or CPM. You pay when your target audience sees your ad, cost per send, or CPS, pay when message ads are delivered successfully. LinkedIn sponsored content ads work on a second price auction system. This means that when you set up a campaign, you set a bid for how much you're willing to pay to show an ad to users. LinkedIn decides whose ad to place based on the highest bid and past campaign performance. Meaning if you've advertised with LinkedIn before, it takes your campaign performance into account. Once LinkedIn decides who wins the bid, you only pay the amount needed to beat the second highest bidder. Specific target audiences cost more or less depending on the popularity of the criteria you've selected, so optimizing your bidding strategy is key. Luckily, LinkedIn has some tips for creating a stellar budgeting strategy that gets the results you need. Limit your targeting feature to the ones you need. If you have a lower budget, zero in on your targeting criteria to get a smaller pool of users. Set a competitive bid. Bid ambitiously at the high end of the suggested range in your ads interface to improve your chances of winning at auction and delivering your budget. Don't set your budget caps below $150. When you set a bid, you also set how much budget you're willing to pay for the ads. Set a generous daily budget to start. Doing so will help you reach more of your audience. Ditch the daily budget. If you're having trouble delivering impressions, avoid capping your budget at a certain dollar amount each day. Try setting a total budget that gets spent over time. This will maximize the reach of your ads. Want help deciding how much to spend on your ads? Check out the link to the free ad calculator in the video description. Now you are ready to start creating ads in LinkedIn. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on new HubSpot Academy videos.
Wow. All right. So going back.
Je fais un peu de malin comme ça, mais en l'espace de 2 semaines seulement, une de mes activités a généré sur Internet plus de 200 vues.
So who was presenting this? It was Shankar Kumar, Meshwa, yes, both of you?
Yeah. Yes, Janvi and Rimpa.
So you understand that
Yes, sir.
the network, both Facebook and LinkedIn are two different
Platform.
platform and clientele.
Yeah.
We don't go about for the same reason with one or the other. And what we're trying to do in building later on a marketing campaign for our wine, one does not exclude the other. We should think of using 1, 2, or 3 of these tools together. Any questions from the others regarding LinkedIn advertisement?
So here, like we should have an objective of brand awareness in case of wine, right? Not conversation, because like lead generation is the objective.
We can use this for many reasons. Even the same thing for Facebook. We can use it to sell the wine.
Yeah.
We can use it to generate interest in our company who import, distribute, or manufacture wine. Well, we're not selling. We're generating interest. So subsequently, we'll be selling. But it's not direct sales. It's nothing like, we don't send them to an e-commerce website. Okay. We can also do that in order to generate leads. We can use that in order to find new leads, distributors, retailers, these type of things. It can be used for that. In terms of leads, it can direct us. We can use it in ways, for example, for LinkedIn particularly, to get to find and generate interest with the hotel owners.
Okay.
For example, okay, I can be that specific. Mumbai hotel owners. Yeah. Mumbai 5-star hotel owners. Mumbai 5-star gay hotel owners. If it was what I was looking for, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I can be that specific. Okay, or I said gay. It could be woman hotel owners. Maybe I want to push my white wine. It's more women oriented. If I can find some women hotel owners in Mumbai that exist, I'm sure. Maybe I can. There would be less hotel owners, but it would be more women oriented or women specific, and I would try to push my a wine that more women want. So the woman hotel owner would agree with us when she discover who we are, what we do, and we are more woman and business oriented. If it's the case, then I could find them, generate interest, and then use that platform to meet them. So the advertisement campaign that I do for one item can evaluate into something else later. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I can use my Facebook, for example, to bring people to my website.
Yeah.
I have a very interesting website, okay? So there would be a landing page there within the website where they come in and a video starts, and we're in the vineyard, and it's the end of summer. The grapes are big, and the pickers are from all over the world, young people, and it's the end of the day, and they're happy, and they're sharing some meat and cheese and French bread and a bottle of wine. It could start like this. So it's inviting. right? It would not be the front page of the website. It would be the landing page for that campaign. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So there's so much that can be done. All right, Google ad. Who's my Google ad team?
Yes, sir. To me, Anand.
Yes.
Jitiksha and Krupali.
Raise your hand. Our Creed team. Who else? Raise your hand. They're the one. There's no camera. Open your cameras. Come on. Sahil, Vani, Sanket Kumar, Faizan, Hanvi. Okay, Arpit, go on. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So I will share my screen, sir.
Yes, please do.
Yes. So first of all, sir, so what is PPC? So PPC is pay per click.
Yes.
And if you see like this advertisement, Google do like this, blue color. You see on the right and left on the Google. And so here are the how much they charge.
So tell us, talk to us.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. But it was formerly named as Google AdWords, but now it's a Google Ads. And it's depend on you how much target audience you want. And like if you want to sell like $300, you want advertisement. Normally they charge $1 to $2. Depends on the country. They charge from you. And now I'm going to show you one video relating to this. As I told you, it charge $1 to $2, and less than one charger for Google Display Network. So average company spends 9 to 10,000 per month on Google Ads. So I have a one short video for you. Can you hear?
Yes, we see. No sound. No sound.
No sound? Okay. I change. Sorry. Sir, I posted a video on in the chat.
Okay.
Should I try?
You can.
Yeah, I will try.
No sound.
Sound. No sound.
Okay.
No, that was my sound, not yours. Okay, give me the screen back, please. Joshi, turn off. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dan. Have you ever looked at the ads at the top of a Google search results page and thought to yourself, I wish my business showed up there. I wonder how much it would cost. Those ads at the top are run by a pay-per-click advertising platform called Google AdWords. Google AdWords can be a great tool for your business because you can use it to create advertisements, choose exactly what keywords you want to bid on, and determine how much you're willing to spend on every click. Because of this, there is no simple answer to your question, how much will this cost me? But the fact that there's no one-size-fits-all answer is actually one of the biggest benefits of AdWords overall. You can think of AdWords as a truly customizable ad platform. You have extreme control over how much you spend and when you spend it, and you can increase or reduce your ad spend in real time as you see fit. There are certain variables you have direct control over, things like maximum cost per click bid and the quality of your ads. But there are also factors you can't control, like your competitors' bids and the quality of their ads. Before you know it, you have an advertisement auction taking place between you and your competitors. This auction is what determines the cost for your particular keywords in Google AdWords. You'll quickly discover that the cost per click will be higher or lower depending on how competitive your industry is and how much money the product or service costs. Some industries with particularly large marketing budgets are spending tens of dollars or more for every single click. On the other hand, the cost per click for products that might cost a lot less could be pennies on the dollar. The beauty of the extreme custom features within AdWords is that you can outsmart your competition and find really creative ways to drive higher converting traffic at lower prices. Maybe your ad copy catches people's attention more, or you bid on a slightly different keyword that has less competition. There are many ways to do this. Another advantage of AdWords is budget control, so you don't end up spending more than you really wanted. Maybe you want to start out slow with a low daily budget to test the waters, then scale things up as you see the ROI come in. Want to get an idea on how much ads in your industry will cost? Try setting up a free account with Google AdWords and use their free keyword planner tool. This will give you a ballpark number on how much it might cost per click for your particular keywords. If you need assistance with your current AdWords campaign, don't hesitate to give us a call at the number below. Our strategists can help you plan, optimize, scale, or fix any AdWords campaigns you may be running right now that aren't quite hitting the mark. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with your future Google AdWords campaigns.
Si vous avez déjà fait.
Do you realize what the gentleman just did? It's a question I'm asking. The gentleman explained to you the stuff about Google Ads. What was he really doing?
His own marketing.
He was advertising his own services.
Yeah.
Nice going. See, now if I wanted to do Google Ads, maybe I would get in touch with him and say, can you help me? I'm trying to open your eyes that you look at things with the aspect of marketers. Sometimes I will subscribe to something online, not because I'm interested, but what they have to offer, but to see how they offer it. I'm curious. And I would spend time doing this because for me, it has a lot of value. So going back to this, Arpreet.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about Google Ads being used in our projects?
Yeah, I think, sir, we can definitely give a try. Now, one more thing, sir. I want to share about the Google Trends, where we can find some trends about wine in India. I will share.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Any unsolved mystery?
Yes, sir. So I see in India last 12 months, wine search in India. So here you can just check India, and after you can compare with the different states, like
Yes.
where they like the wine most.
And you see that peak That peak must be us. So you understand one thing, there is not much search for wine in India through Google system. Not much, right? So this is very good for us because our keywords would not cost much money. If we would do this, if you would do the same research for France, for example, or for the United States, it would be a lot higher. Hence, the cost of these AdWords would be higher. So it's an opportunity for us. Now you have to remember one thing. Advertising one things, one place, once is useless. When we start an advertising campaign, we can advertise multi places, and we have to understand we have to do it for a long period of time to get results. So, for example, and I'll finish with this. If we start a campaign in Facebook for the wine lovers in Mumbai, men, women, between a certain age, with a certain revenue, who go to restaurants, big hotels, spend money with high income. So I would advertise in a narrow span, maybe the little blue box here. Here. Something like that. And at the same time, I do an advertisement through LinkedIn, but the parameters are different. I'm looking for wine distributors, wine producers, rather than wine drinkers. Okay? And I may do the Google AdWords. So our website, a company website, brings the people to the page where the people are in the vineyard, end of the summer, eating cold cuts and cheese and baguettes and drinking local wine. They're pickers, young students from different parts of the world. They're there for the summer. They're enjoying the good time of south of France, and they're picking grapes. It's beautiful, right? And it's inviting. And then if you go there on the website, then you can click and visit the installation and see that they have a section Airbnb. You can go there on holiday, and you can order the wine online, something like this. But the Google AdWords is to bring you to the website. 3 different tools, 3 different avenues, but what we want is that we become visible at many places for many people. And then we do this structure for a period of time, let's say a month, and then at the end of the month, we change strategy. We go from Facebook, that brings the people, young people interested, to bring them to our Facebook page for the wine company or distribution, where they can have a rebate of 20% on their next purchase of our wine in that store, that store, that store, and that store in Mumbai. And they can have a coupon for a second bottle at half price at this restaurant, and that hotel. Something like that. That's another type of campaign. Then, and so on with the different, so it evaluates. It's not the same ad for a year, something like this. But it needs a budget. Okay? So let's take 10 minutes. Be back in 10 minutes. Bon appétit. Hold on, just 1 second. I'll be right there. There you go. Okay. All right. So we have a better understanding of what this e-marketing can look like using the social medias that are pertinent. This will lead me to think, if I would take you back to your publication, you know, the step-by-steps of exports. We'll go there now. Just share screen. There we go. So we have this document that you all have, right? Which I refer quite very often because I believe it's very useful. Selling online e-commerce for exporters. For me, that's important. Now we're talking about here marketing, which leads to sales, right? Marketing is the thing that will take the customer and bring him to whatever platform that we use if we sell online, or bring him to go somewhere to buy the product, okay? So it's not only selling online. One thing that is important for me.
Sir?
Yes?
We are not able to see any document like.
You don't see nothing. All right. You don't see nothing. How about this? You do?
Yes, sir, it's selling.
Yeah, so that's part number 10 of your step-by-step for export. Okay, a document that with a little booklet, electronic booklet, that we've been using since we're together. Okay, but one thing that concerns me a lot is e-payments. And I want you to be sensitive to this, and it's going to be your next homework for next week. Simple thing. We'll do exactly what we've done today, but we do 3 different platforms. Okay, but let's read a little bit here. As an e-commerce exporter can, of course, be paid by any of the traditional method, right? Traditional.
Can't
Yes.
see it properly, sir.
Okay.
What?
Everything is blurry.
Everything what?
It's a blurry,
It's
sir. It's
blurry, sir.
visible.
It's invisible. And now, is it better?
Yes, sir. Maybe
No,
you
sir.
increase a
No,
little
sir.
bit size. Sir,
Ah,
please.
I'll get bigger.
Yeah, please.
Okay, bigger. That's better?
Yes, sir.
No,
But again, like it's blurry.
sir.
How about this? That's good. All right. So an e-commerce exporter can, of course, be paid by any of the traditional method, which you've already had a banker with you who trained you for 45 hours. So what are these? Traditional method payment. What are these? I'm asking a question. What are the traditional method of payment at international level?
It's a bank transfer.
Bank transfer, telegraph transfer. Very good. What else?
Open account, then
Open account, but that means the money will be transferred by bank-to-bank transfer or wire transfer, telegraph transfer. Very good. What else?
Online payment.
Sorry, one at a time.
Online payment.
Online payment. That's what we're going to have a look at. Okay. What else?
Letter of credit.
I don't hear you.
Letter of credit, sir.
Letter of credit. Absolutely. What else? Wow. Check. How about a check?
Payment
A bank draft.
documentation.
A check, a bank draft. Check. A check works. You know? Woof. Check in the mail. Yeah, you take a check. You take the company checkbook.
Sir, is a checker works abroad, sir?
Sorry?
Is a checker works abroad?
Sure. Sure it does. Especially United States, Canada. It just takes a little bit more time to be cashed. But it still works. Okay? What else?
PayPal.
Sorry?
PayPal. Yeah, like other.
PayPal.
PayPal. Yeah.
PayPal. Sujit, very good. PayPal. What else?
And so Bitcoins too. If we.
Well, they're not necessarily that popular, but why not? Bitcoins. But Bitcoins for a bottle of wine, that would be a little complicated, right? Maybe for containers, but then again, I have to have, yeah, but Bitcoins, you're not wrong, you're right. It's not popular, but it works. It works. What else? Wow, how about cash?
Cash.
Heard of cash? You know, like money, right? Payment. Cash. Cash is good. Cash works. Woo. Okay. Cash. What else?
Exchange of goods.
That would be, that's not payment. It would be barter. It would be exchange. This one, just hold on. So what else?
It's Apple Pay, Google Pay, and
Apple Pay, Google Pay, and what do they work with? Apple Pay, Google Pay.
Bank account.
I
Debit
don't know,
card.
sir.
Debit card.
MasterCard, Visa.
Or
Debit.
virtual banks,
Yes.
right? What else?
American Express, Big Pay.
Yes. How about Western Union?
Western Union.
Western
Yeah, Western
Union.
Union, yeah.
How about Square? Ever heard of Square?
Transfer.
Never heard of
Yeah.
Square.
No.
Yoshi, you know what Square is?
Yes, sir.
What is Square?
It's a software for small businesses for a payment method, and also for the software to manage their menu and everything. Yeah.
Is a bank, sir, give this Square?
Well, it has to be registered with your bank or something like this, but Square is some sort of independent, and you can have this thing hack to your phone,
Yeah.
and then you can slide your card. Okay, this is another form of payment. Right?
So Remitly is also mostly used.
Which is mostly used?
Remitly.
What's the Remitly? Can you write this down for me?
It's just like Western Union.
Like Western Union, do
It's like a Western
Yeah,
Union.
very good. So there are many other sources like that. Okay.
Yeah, MoneyGram. Yeah, World Remit.
Zoom said they don't charge any money.
So whatever we want to sell, we have to understand that there are so many traditional way and new ways of payment. PayPal is new. Square is new. Western Union is not, but you can do Western Union online nowadays. I can do my transfer online through my bank. I can register to the platform and I can say, take money from this account and send it to our Preet's account in India. How much money do you want, Harpreet?
Any amount you okay.
No, but you have to send me an invoice first. If I don't have an invoice, I'm not going to pay.
50,000 okay.
Okay. And we want to have tools that are fraud protected, right? So if I use, for example, my credit card, the way I use my credit card, depending it's private for the company, there's a profile of me using it, okay? And then my travel brings me to Nigeria. So when I arrive in Nigeria and I want to use my card the first day, it does not work. I told the bank I was going to Nigeria. I advised them because I do that before I leave. I tell them I'm going to Ghana in Nigeria. I'll be there for 2 weeks from such a date. So thank you, sir, for telling us. I get there, doesn't work because it's out of my profile of use. So security-wise, they say, why is he there? I told them, but maybe they did not communicate from here or there, or the security did not look at my profile where I advised them, something like this. And to be cautious, they freeze my account. I have to call them. So they call me on my phone. I'm across the world. I have to call them back. And when you know what happens when you call them back, you're so important to us. Blah, 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 music, wait, we'll get to you soon. It could be, I don't know how long, and I'm paying for the call. Except if I'm hooked at the Wi-Fi at the hotel, and I can use WhatsApp or whatever, Fungo, Skype phone, in order not to pay for long distance. And I tell them, so every time I go out of my usual scope, they freeze my card until they talk to me. They say, are you, especially for Canadian banks, Nigeria, it's a nightmare for them. They hear Nigeria, they freeze. They're afraid that they'll lose everything, okay? So e-payment is, when we started to do online coffee, I was selling online coffee, large bags, 69 kilo jute bags, green beans, certified organic, 1998, 1999. Were you born? My problem was not to be able to ship the product. It would be in my garage and I would ship it myself. My problem would be to receive online payment, 1998, 1999, 2000. My bank would not allow it. I had to get a solution from Toronto, which cost me a fortune. I was not doing it for the profit. I was doing it because it was the newest thing to do, and nobody was doing it, and I wanted to see if it works, so I could teach it works. Okay, but payment was the hardest thing. So, we'll do the PowerPoint quickly on the culture side. We'll take the break, and then we'll come back with an exercise for today and for next week, and we'll talk about the themes for the month. Okay? So let's jump to the PowerPoint. Be quick, because we've been there. We've done that before. We know exactly what it is. Just give me a second to put this online. Okay, so if I share screen and I show this to you, do you see culture defined? Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You do?
Sir.
Okay, that will be it. Very good. So we understand that we're going to do some marketing that will originate from France, from French people, and it will be geared toward Indian consumers or agencies that will help us to go to the consumers. So there are many differences, and we've explored that before. Remember, we had that Upstead comparables with the relation with time, with authority, and everything. We understand that the attitudes and values are not the same. The spiritual or religious belief are not the same. That the customs are not the same. And that in many ways, those societies are different. Now, even if in India, a certain caste of people are trying to be very much like Westerners, their religion is not the same. Sometimes you drink, but your religion forbid it. And it's not only the Buddhist, it's the Muslim are the same. And I go to Tunisia all the time. They're not supposed to drink and eat pork. If I bring them a slab of natural bacon, they'll be delighted. And if I bring a bottle of Canadian whiskey, they'll grab it. Okay? But still, we're bringing wine in a country where there are, and you know well, some states that forbid it. That doesn't mean they don't drink. That means it's not allowed. Okay? So I will have to be very careful in my marketing approach, not to offend anybody, not to create any negative reactions. Okay? That's why the cultural understanding is a must before I start. And every time I'm ready to start a marketing campaign, I have to go back to say, is this going to hurt someone? See, if I would advertise my wine all over India to all the people, I know I would be hurting many people. If I go for bon appetit, Harpreet, if I would go for a specific Mumbai, high revenue, highly educated people who travel abroad, who goes, something like this, I would not offend much people. Maybe I would offend your grandfather, but not you. Something like this. Or your grandmother, even more, for whatever reason. Okay? Then, how do I change this? Boop, boop. There you go. So, I have to add a certain cultural sensitivity to what I'm doing. And everything I do will need to be adjusted. It's easier for you to understand how it is for the Indian market. But still, because you're here now, you may forget to be sensitive about some issues from your country of origin. Okay? So we have to review the practices, the way we do things, the language we use, the referral or not to anything religious, the referral or not to any values or attitude, the referral or not to any beliefs and customs, and the referral or not to any social institution. I have to be very careful. Now, I have no idea, but see if it would be a French agency trying to build a campaign. Maybe they would think of India, the Taj Mahal. Okay? Yeah, it's a classic. Now, would it be proper I'm asking you, would it be proper to advertise wine for India with the Taj Mahal as a background? Meshwa goes, no.
No, sir.
Absolutely not. It would be offending. Okay? But me, because I'm an inexperienced French national, for me, India is a Taj Mahal. You know? And yes, it would be offending. So if I would start my campaign, it would ruin all my work for the following year. Or it could put me out of the market because people may say, I go see distributors and say, ah, you're the one who advertised the wine with the Taj Mahal in the background. Stay away, right? And I've ruined my whole effort. See how important cultural is. Now, I'm telling you this, but very often we forget because we take inexperienced agencies. Now, I keep telling where I'm working with these guys in Gaspésie, in eastern seaboard of the province of Quebec. And we're bringing, sorry, their whiskey to Germany. And I tell them when it's time to do the advertisement with the social network, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Google AdWords, whatever, we need a German agency. We cannot do it from here because the one thing they told me, oh, we have an agency here in Gaspé, they will help us. I say, no, they can't help you. They've never done anything in Germany. They can help you in Quebec, but they cannot help you in Germany. We need a German ad agency that will help us. We'll have to pay for that. Otherwise, we are going to make mistakes. And culture has an impact on everything that we do. There, negotiation, business protocol, written communication, the way we write the things would be influenced by local perception. Oral communication, if we make videos, we have to be careful. And the rest, and we already know. So, ethnocentricity is, because we're French, we advertise how French is good, are the best winemakers, French are the best in the world, France is on top of everything, France, 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 something like this. It's offending, right? Has nothing to do with this. We have, as French winemakers, we have a knowledge developed over thousands of years. So yes, we do good wine. So does the Portuguese and the Spaniards, but we're not going to say that in our advertisement. We're as good as the Spaniard. We'll say how unique our product is. But we should never mention that our product is the best, because nobody will believe us, you know. But the French believe their wine is the best. They believe their cheese is the best. They believe their bread is the best. They believe that, and so does the Italian, so does the Portuguese, so does the Tunisian. They produce wine. They think it's the best. It's not the best. It's good, but it's not the best. I don't know who the best is. The best wine, you know what it is? What's the best wine?
I think France.
No, Prince. It's the wine you like.
Red wine.
That's the best.
Depends upon your taste.
I'm a coffee specialist, and people ask me, what is the best coffee? Is it Kenya? Is it Costa Rica? Is it, no, I said it's the one you like. Actually, is the best.
Actually, that is why I said that France wine.
Yeah, no, but we we will work for our wine being on top, being one of the best. But it would be ethnocentric to claim that the best wine is French when I'm French. Now, if you're Indian and you say, for me, the best wine is French, now I believe you, because it's your taste. You like the French wine better. Good for you. When was the last time you had a cup a glass of good French wine, Prince?
Last weekend.
Good. And it was the best?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Excellent. Now I believe you even more. No, you understand. Now, if you would be French and say French wine is the best wine in the world, I would say this is arrogant. Now, if you're British and you say, well, indeed, after years of drinking wine all over the world, I truly believe that the French wine is really the best there is. Then, you know, I would say, wow, this has value, right? Now I'm Canadian, and I would never tell you that Canadian wine is the best. Canadian wine can be good. Canadian wine has a lot of people loving it. I have a brother-in-law, every fall he goes to the Niagara Valley region to go wine tasting and brings home a couple of cases. Good for him. Okay. We need to avoid misunderstanding, get the right translation and interpretation. So translation, if we write something in Sanskrit, has to be done not with Google Translate, has to be done with somebody who will review whatever has been translated, who knows how to write properly. I cannot be done. We have this German market we're working slowly on. We do the French and English here, but we have a German do the German version. I don't give it to Google Translate because I cannot afford to make one mistake once. I have to be professional in everything I do. Okay? Culture in the marketing that we try to do is a tool to build relationship over the time. Okay? So it needs that I understand my surrounding and the people I talk to. I talk through video, through social network, through written text, to all kinds of publicity material that I share. So it has to be perfect. There's no second guessing. And it needs to be adapted locally. There's no doubt about this, right? That's it. We've seen this before. All right. So, that was a short one. We take another 10 minutes and then we do the last thing in the class. I guess Deepa will be happy we'll finish early today.
Yeah, we have an exam today, sir, 6 o'clock.
So that's, see, we'll finish
That's
early.
better.
We'll finish early, okay? Don't worry. So let's take 10 minutes. Okay. Back at this. We should be finished in about 15 minutes, more or less. Should be short. But I need everybody to be here. Turn on your camera so I can see you, please. This is important. Okay. We had 3 teams that we used, right? One was led with our, what did I have? I had Deepa was running one. Am I right?
Yeah, Deepa with Sahil Syed, Prince.
Okay. So I need the same teams. Okay. So let's say that Deepa's team is team number 1. Okay. And I would like Deepa to email me, send me an email with the people or yeah, an email on, it could be on the Omnivox, no problem. Okay. With her team members. her and her team. That's the team that she's going to work with till the end of the semester. Same for the second team, which was led by, who was in there? Arpreet? No,
Yes, sir.
you did the Google ad word,
Yes, sir.
right?
Google one. Yes.
So you were number 3. Number 2 was the Lincoln. Lincoln was Sanket Kumar?
Sanket, yeah.
Okay, Sanket Kumar, your team is team number 2. Okay? So I want everybody that is there in your team.
Professor, I'm from the team of Sanket.
Yes.
I just want that, can you please change one member, like Krupali and me stays together. So if you can put me in her team or she can come into mine, so it's easy for us to work because we live in the same place.
I don't have a problem with that, but if you go there, somebody will have to go to the other side. So
like if you can, yeah, if you could do that.
You do this yourself. I don't decide. You organize yourself.
It's okay, then we'll decide it.
If you want to move there, somebody has to move on the other side. I want even numbers of team, not a team of 4 and a team of 7.
Okay, Professor.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
I have no problem with that.
Okay,
And
thank you.
I had the third team, Arpreet, right?
Yes,
And
Anand.
yes. Whoever's in your team, okay, your team number 3. Okay. And sorry. Team number 3.
Krupali said something.
Is there, so team number 1, how many people in your team? 5. How many people in your team? Team number 1, how many people? 5. Very good. Team number 2, how many people in your team? 5. Very good. Team number 3, how many people in your team? 5. Anybody is teamless? Nobody, you're Satyam.
Yes, sir.
And
Me also.
Sanjat and Satyam, you're teamless. So
Me also, Faizan.
And Faizan is teamless.
Yeah.
Okay, so Satyam goes team number 1, Sujat goes team number 2, and Faizan goes team number 3. Done.
Okay.
All right. So now get together, organize your team because it's teamwork. Now your first assignment. Okay. Next week we're gonna start working on our assignment for the semester. But for next week, you need one thing to do, and we start now. Okay. There you go. Faizan, the noise was coming from you. Okay, so I changed this slightly. Team number 1, put your members on the chat. Say team number 1, team leader 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing for team number 2, same thing for team number 3. Do that now. Okay? So I know who's where. I have something I can use. Because what I'm going to do is give you the assignment for the remaining half hour. And you may need less time than half an hour to do what I'm asking you to do. So, Harpreet is doing it. Sanket Kumar is doing it. And Deepa may be doing it, but I don't see her.
Sir, I'll do it on behalf of her.
Okay, as long as I get my 3 teams right now, so I can assign you to the right rooms.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I need the attention of the team leader, so we wait till I get my information. It'll be fun. Don't worry. It will be fun. It will be simple and educating. Thank you. Sahil Sayed, Principal Deepa Solanki. That's team number 1, 2, or 3?
It's number 1. Deepa is our leader.
Okay, team 3, Akri, Tarmanjosi, Faizan, Jetiksa, Kupali. Very good. And about team 2? Thank you so much. Now we've got something to work with. Excellent. Okay, now teams.
Sir, they forgot to me add in team number 1.
Pardon?
They forget to add me.
You forget to add you.
Deepa,
Put your
can
name
you add me?
there. Just write it down. Put yourself in the chat.
Okay.
Say I'm part of team number whatever. Okay, assignment for today that we're going to do now. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. So you work together like you did last week. Last week we looked at the advertisement possibility with Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google. Okay. This week, I want you to have a look at e-payments with PayPal, PayPal for team number 1, Western Union for team number 2, and Square for team number 3. Okay, so the only thing you have to do is have a look together. So the simplest thing is one of you opens a browser and share it with the rest of the people. You have a look, Square, what it is, how it works with online payment, and usually it comes with a video. Have a look at the video, discuss it a few minutes, and your team leader next week will come online when we start the class like today and say, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a short video. And then 1, 2, 3, we're going to do PayPal, Square, Western Union, period. That's simple enough, but it permits a few things, 3 things. Okay, first, we're starting the cohesion with your teams. We did it last week. I was on purpose. It went well, so now we're building on it this week. Last week, I gave you an assignment. You went for it. Good. We try to bring it to a quick understanding. Then you share the knowledge with the rest of the group. So each and every team brought some knowledge to be shared with the rest of the group. This is the purpose. So while you do the research, when you're presenting it, your discoveries, the benefit is for the others. They will listen to what you do, they will understand, and they may be inclined to apply it when we start building the marketing strategies. And starting from last week, we'll divide the 3 teams on the 3 strategies that we discussed before, and then we'll start working on implementing marketing strategy. I'll guide you week after week. So at the end, you can only have good work to present, nothing less. Any questions?
So what do we have to search about PayPal?
How does it work? How
is it work?
How to use a PayPal account?
Okay.
Commercially, not privately. So if you have a PayPal account for you when you buy a computer or prints a bottle of French wine, yes?
Yeah.
This is not what interests us. It's for business purpose.
Okay, get it.
So
For
a
payments
PayPal
and all.
business account is not the same thing as a PayPal personal account. Me, I have both. One for me, one for my company.
Okay.
And it's not the same rules. It's not the same obligation. I have
Yeah,
Square for the company, I know. I use Western Union when we organize event to be paid by the African because they have no MasterCard, no Visa. Many places they cannot use PayPal because it's not open in their country, but they have Western Union so they can pay me, right? That's why I asked you for the 3. And when we do an event and people come at the door and they say, well, I forgot to register. I want to register now. Can I pay? I can take the MasterCard and I can use it with Square right away. Something like this. Okay? So next week, we'll do exactly what we did for the first hour. We'll cover all this. Any other questions?
So, sir, we have to present a video or?
That would be fun. I understand you speak very well. It's clear, but some of us are visual. I'm visual. I want to see a video. Okay?
Okay, sir.
And some of us are auditive. They'd rather hear you. So if you do like you did today, you talk for 7 minutes and then you show us a 7-minute video, we're happy. We understand. All of us. Any other questions? No questions. Okay, so I create the rooms and I'll try to make sure I don't make any mistakes. So, team number 1. Sahil Sayed. 1. And then Prince. And then Deepa. And then Mrugank. Arika. And then Keva Patel. Am I missing someone? I'm missing Satyam. There you go. So is my team 1 complete? I repeat, Deepa Solanki, Keval Patel, Mugran Karika, Prince, Sahil Sayed, and Satyam. Good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so very good for you. Now, break room number 2. That's team number 2. Sanket. C'est Sanket Kumar, I guess. Meshwa. Sevak. Janvi Jadav.
Yes, sir.
Rimple. Rimpal, it was Rimpal. Rimpal
Yes,
Dani.
sir. Yes, sir.
Sukhjit Singh. Very good. And then third room, I get Joshi, Faizant, Arpreet, Krupa. And I'm missing someone. I'm missing Janvi.
Yes, sir. Can you please put me in team 3? Because from team 2, like from team 3, somebody would be going in my team, team 2.
Janvi, you
Yeah.
move to team 3.
Exactly.
Okay, there you go. So I got a
Thank
team
you,
of
sir.
6, I got a team of 4, and I got a team of 5. But there is somebody not present today, and she will go in the team number 2. Okay?
So you know, Davani, she's texting. She is not in any team.
Who's not in anything?
Davani.
Well, I got all the names of the people are present right now. There you go. Okay, so there's a Janvi Baldevbhai Jadav who's not.
Yes, sir.
You're here.
I'm here, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay, so there you go. Happy work.
Thank you, sir.
See you next week.
See you.
And it's recording what you're doing, by the way.